Well, you just spend so much on a phone that not only folds but also comes with this unique form factor. I mean, it's the most versatile smartphone available right now, but if you're not using it to its full potential, then what's the point of owning such an exclusive device? With that said, in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to take full advantage and get the most out of this powerful foldable smartphone. From everyday shortcuts and essential tips and tricks to hidden gestures that will level up your multitasking experience, this video will change how you use your folding phone, so stay tuned and watch it until the very end. Also, if you're new to this channel, then don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. It would mean a lot to me. Alright guys, let's start with some of the crucial settings you need to tweak right away. Since this is a foldable phone, you have got two screens, and for that you need two different home screen setups. But by default, Samsung mirrors your cover screen onto the inner display. So any changes you make on the outer screen, like changing the position of the app icons, adding new icons or widgets, all of this gets applied to the inner display automatically, messing up your entire layout, which can be super annoying. To fix this, just long press anywhere on your home screen, tap settings and look for cover screen mirroring. Here make sure it is turned off. That's it. Now you have two completely independent home screens, meaning any customization you do on the outer display won't mess with your main inner layout, giving you full control over how you organize both screens. Now when you unfold your phone, whatever app you're using instantly jumps to the main display for a seamless experience. But what happens when you fold it back? By default, the phone just locks itself. What if you're navigating on maps, reading an article, or doing some other work and you want to keep going on the main screen without missing a beat? To customize it, head over to the phone settings, select display and scroll down until you see continue apps on cover screen. Here you get three different options. We have got always, where every app you open will seamlessly transition to the cover screen the moment you close the phone without any interruption. Then there is swipe up to continue, and this is honestly the sweet spot. It locks the phone when you close it but gives you a quick swipe gesture on the outer screen if you want to pull that app back instantly. And then you can select never to turn off this feature. Did you know you can actually change the aspect ratio of every single app individually and force them to run full screen the moment you unfold your phone? There are times when you launch your favorite app, it either stretches out or leaves massive black bars on the sides. Then what's the point of having this massive screen? To fix this, go to your phone settings, select display and look for the full screen apps option. From here you will see a complete list of all your installed apps. Just tap on any app you want to fix. You can manually change its layout and force it into full screen, or choose app default or even 16:9 depending on how you want it to look on that massive inner display. Now before I show you some deep multitasking features built for that massive inner screen, did you know you can actually run two apps side by side on the cover screen because of this unique wider form factor? This foldable phone easily allows you to multitask and use two apps side by side right on the front screen. All you need to do is rotate your phone to landscape mode. Now when you trigger split screen view, you can see just how convenient and usable two apps looks on this outer screen. I mean, it's perfect for browsing through your social feed while watching a video on YouTube or doing some other work. And the best part, you don't even have to unfold your phone. However, for the true immersive experience, you need to take full advantage of this massive inner display. Usually when you want to open multiple apps side by side, you have to swipe up to the recent page, tap the app icon, select open in split screen and then pick your second app. But instead of going through all those steps, you can just tap this little handlebar right at the top of any app opened. From there you can instantly select split screen or pop-up view. It's easily the simplest way to multitask on the fly. But let me show you another way using gestures. Head over to settings, go to advanced features and select labs. The first setting you want to turn on here is multi-window for all apps. This forces every single app to support split screen even if it wasn't built for it. Next, scroll down and make sure you enable both swipe for split screen and swipe for pop-up window. Once these toggles are on, All you have to do to enter split screen is swipe up from the bottom with two fingers like this. If you tap the divider in the middle, you can easily change the orientation or swap app positions too. And whenever you want to open an app in a floating pop-up window, simply drag down diagonally from the top right corner like this. It makes multitasking feels completely seamless. Next, let's talk about the taskbar. When you are inside any app, simply hold and drag this little bar at the bottom to access the taskbar, from where you can quickly open any app in a split screen window. Not just that, you can even grab a third app to drop it to the left or right side, and this way you will have 3 full apps running side by side. And let's say you need one more. Again, open the taskbar, drag a 4th app right into the middle to launch it in a pop-up view. This takes your multitasking to a whole new level, and if you tap this divider in the middle, you can create and save this app pair as a shortcut right into your taskbar. So you can open this app setup in just one click. If you want, you can also customize this taskbar by going into the phone settings. Again, go to display, scroll all the way down, and then select taskbar. Here you can customize how many suggested or recent tabs to show up in your taskbar. You can set it to 2, 3 or even 4 depending on your preference, and you can also choose your taskbar style, whether you want it always visible or auto hidden so it disappears until you press and hold near the bottom. If this is your first foldable, or you are someone who still hasn't fully gotten used to typing on this massive inner screen, Samsung actually lets you tweak the keyboard layout in a few different ways to improve the typing experience. When you open the keyboard, just tap on Modes icon, which is the third one from the right side. Here you get 3 different layout options. We have got Standard, which stretches across the screen like a regular keyboard. Then we have Split, which divides the keyboard into 2 halves as your thumb can reach every single key. And Floating, which lets you move this mini keyboard anywhere on the screen. To customize this even further, open the keyboard settings, scroll down and select Size and Transparency. From here you can manually drag the handles to adjust the layout size, height and width to fit your hands perfectly. You can do the same exact adjustment for the floating keyboard as well. Now all of these small tweaks make typing on the unfolded screen a lot more comfortable. Now since this folding phone has a very unique form factor, you can use the inner display both in landscape and portrait mode, but occasionally you might open unoptimized app that gets locked in portrait mode and might not work perfectly when using the phone in landscape. To fix this, there is a setting you need to check out. Go to Advanced Features, select Labs, and then select Landscape View for portrait mode. If any specific app isn't aligned perfectly when you rotate your phone, just find that app in the list and toggle it on. This forces the app to scale properly in both orientation, so you get a seamless experience no matter how you hold the phone. Along with that, there is another useful feature in Labs called App Screen Zoom. And to put it in simple words, instead of changing the scaling for your entire phone, this allows you to set a separate zoom level for each app individually. For example, if you set YouTube or Netflix to the smallest, it reduces the interface elements and tries to fit in more content on your phone screen at once. Again, something that will come in handy for sure. Lastly, there is a hidden home screen trick that most people don't know about. Since you will be switching between portrait and landscape orientation on this display, you might notice that rotating the screen usually messes all your carefully placed app icons and widgets. Now the good news is, it lets you build 2 separate home screen setups for the inner display. While folding the phone in portrait, you can rearrange your icons and resize your widgets to fit that vertical space perfectly. But whenever you tilt back to landscape, your previous landscape setup remains completely untouched. This gives you 2 distinct, perfectly organized home screen layout tailored specially for how you hold your phone. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. These are some of the most useful tips, tricks and hidden features that will help you take full advantage of your brand new Galaxy Z Fold 8 and get the absolute most out of this incredible foldable device. Let me know in the comment section which is your favorite feature, and if you guys liked this video, then be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I am Mr. Android, and I'll see you guys in the next one.